What's up, fight fans? It's Monday, so that means we should take a minute to see what's inside my sack. My mail sack. Each week leading up to a horrible episode of TShirt on Wednesday, I ask for your questions that I'm in no way qualified to answer, then I choose 10 to be featured here on the show. And years from now, featured at one of your job interviews, as your potential employer questions you about your character. And while one of you may miss out on a job because of this Q&A, you certainly won't miss out on a sweet-ass TShirt t-shirt that will be given away to one of the chosen questioners at random. Let's do this shit. Call me sir.
Trey Pitbull Manley. For my fight, if I walk out in a TShirt t-shirt to Gangster's Paradise, will you sing the first verse?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and how you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying for chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta elope. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees day and night, saying prayers in the street light. How was that?
Alexis P. Sonnen. What shade of annoying are you?
I'm a shade darker than Scott Farrell, but about 3 shades lighter than Andy Dick.
Pierre Harris. Is Adam Sella the new light heavyweight champ due to him choking out John Jones?
He would be, but John Jones tapped to Vitor's armbar. Ask Chael's friend who was there. So Adam Sella is the #1 contender, and he should fight Vitor for a chance to take on Chael at SummerSlam 98.
Jamie Huey. How many ice cubes can a bag of ice hold before the bottom of the bag rips open, thus spilling the ice all over the floor in a desperate attempt to gain attention for one's own self-promotion?
I would say anywhere from 15 to 20 cubes. Makes you wonder why there would even be that much fucking ice in the bag, you know? Short of Mark Hominick's hematoma, that amount of ice is just overkill. It's almost like it spills on purpose. And nothing is more annoying than a spilled bag of ice, right? I can see why Joe Rogan hates them so much. I hate them too. And so does Jamie Huey and everybody else. I guess the only good part is that they melt after a while. Spilled bag of ice, just go home.
Stephanie Baker. If you were a pharaoh in Egypt, what would you have the people build to remember you?
Definitely not a fucking pyramid. Fuck that shit. I want something cool. If I have unlimited resources and everybody has to do what I say, I'm definitely not building a fucking giant triangle. I want a statue of me that breathes fire and can fly and shit. As a matter of fact, don't even bother with a statue. Put all those resources into making me fly around and breathe fire. I don't give a shit if people know who I am 3,000 years from now. What good does that do me? None of those people can buy me a fucking beer. I want what I can get while I'm alive. When I'm dead, you can throw my body in a ditch for all I care. I don't give a shit.
Ryan English. If a turtle doesn't have a shell, would it be considered homeless or naked?
Well, that makes all those Mario games a little more fucked up, doesn't it?
Sean Shahan. Batman v Spider-Man. MMA rules. Who wins?
The answer to any question that starts with Batman versus is always Batman. I don't give a shit if it's a fucking 3-on-1 handicap versus the Legion of Doom and Zeus with Ted DiBiase as a special guest referee. Batman will find a way to win every time. Even George Clooney Batman wins every time. That is how fucking awesome Batman is.
Joshua Jones. Clay Guida plus meth equals... Profit. John Youngs. Originally, the UFC was going to have alligators around the cage. If you had your way, what would you put around the cage to make it more hardcore?
John, I'm gonna have to get my fact checkers on this to be certain, but I am almost positive that the UFC at no time has considered placing alligators around the cage. They wanted to use crocodiles. There's a difference, John. Something about their teeth, I don't know. I'd have to watch Steve Irwin again. Look, MMA is already hardcore enough. We don't need to add tigers and shit to make it any wilder. Now, outside the cage, I think the UFC could definitely use more ring girls. I mean, Ariana and Brittany gotta do all that card carrying and waving themselves. Those ladies are overworked. I think 15 to 20 ring girls is enough for an event. And if the UFC needs any assistance selecting them, it's gonna be a real grind, but I guess I could make some time somehow. Anything to help, you know. T-shirt time! Each week, one of the chosen questions is randomly selected to receive the greatest shirt of all time, according to me and my dog, the Tommy Toho t-shirt. Made in the US because America, fuck yeah. This shirt will let other people know that you are down with an obscure YouTube personality whose voice makes Burgess Meredith sound soothing. This week's winner is Frederica Rodriguez on Facebook, who asked,
do you think the UFC should remove the 3 stairs that lead to the cage so Shogun would have better cardio during his fights? I mean, that set of stairs is clearly killing his game.
I really think the Shogun would benefit from one of those rolling platforms they use for Andre the Giant. That way he doesn't have to walk out to the octagon from the back. Because you figure that walk is a good 100, 200 feet. Then when he gets to the octagon, a little elevator would be nice. They could even have a little guy in there that pushes the button for him. It's sad that none of this will ever happen. That's all I got for you guys. If you want to rock the shirt that's headed for Rico's way, go to TSHS.com right now. You can even pick up a beanie or a gi patch if you're so inclined. Thanks for all the questions, guys. I do read every one of them, and I even answer some of them before they get scrapped for the final 10, so keep on sending that shit. Tune in Wednesday for an all-new TSHS. It's a slow week, so I'm gonna go ape shit on whatever I want. It's gonna get nuts. See you then.